Hi everyone, my name is Shahrukh. I've been living in Vancouver for the last 25 years or so. And basically, I want to start a discussion about the issues that I'm starting to see emerge in Canada. I want to add my perspective as well. I've been in Canada for the last close to probably 30 years now. And basically, I worked in the immigration industry, I worked in the financial services industry. Recently, I've been traveling the world in terms of discussing entrepreneurs and talking to entrepreneurs on how to set up their businesses in Canada. That's mainly what I do in terms of occupation. But what I do want to talk about is a lack of depth and a lack of foresight when we're talking about immigration and economy as a general. I do see a lot of partisan politics being played by all parties, and I don't find that to be a productive discussion at all. I think what we need to do is we need to focus on solutions. We need to look at things that will help us build a stronger country, a less reliant country on partners that we have that are perhaps not as cooperative. And in order to do that, entrepreneurship and business needs to be the key. We need to be developing our economy. We need to be focusing on high skilled jobs. We need to be focusing on bringing people inside the country that are highly skilled and that are willing to invest and actively make this country a great country that it is already. Just needs a little bit of work in terms of enhancement of technology, in my opinion. And that's the way to go. Partisan politics, blaming each other on past policies, what could have been done, should have been done, would have been done, is not productive at all. And I just find it sickening, quite honestly. I have never experienced this, at least in my recent life, this type of politics being played in Canada. The type of blame being given to different types of parties and people. This is quite unlike Canada, I would say. So what I would recommend to everyone is to focus on the solution. I'll make more detailed videos about this in terms of what I mean by this. Obviously, it's a very general thing to say, but it needs to be backed up by solutions, by policies that are well thought out. One thing I do remind people is Canada is perhaps, to me, the best country in the world. But even if you were to compare it to other countries, economically, socially, environmentally, we're still probably the top 5% of the countries in the world. So we always have to keep that in mind, and we always have to appreciate what we have rather than what we don't have and what went wrong in the past. We can fix it. It's a big country. It's a huge country in terms of the size of it. The population isn't that great, so it's not, though, even though we have people living in big cities and things like that, it's not as if the whole country is filled with people, as I've seen in my travels in some other countries. It's not like we have an air issue. It's not like we have a pollution issue. It's not like we have any wars happening anytime soon. Uh, uh, and basically, it's not like we have any type of threat that is causing us to be uh, in the thinking that we're gonna get wiped out anytime soon. So I just find when people talk about negative things in Canada, that's very, very shallow, because you have to travel the world, and if you come from other parts of the world, then you certainly appreciate Canada, and you should talk about more about the good parts about Canada. And if you don't know, if something you see is going bad, then you should focus on how you can fix it and focus the conversation on that. So I'll tilt my conversation more towards details. This is just an intro to what I want to approach people about. I want to add different opinions. If you want to be interested in talking to me about these types of things, I would be more than welcome to talk to you. I do have a background in economics. I do have a background in finance. I've worked in the banking industry for the past 10 years prior to getting into immigration, and I do hold the economics degree from a university here in Ontario, in Windsor. So regardless of that, the point is to focus on solutions, is to focus on a positive discussion that will help Canada build itself to be a great country, and that it is already, and just needs a little bit of tweaking, in my opinion, and also a little bit of foresight in terms of developing policies, which currently I honestly don't see our politicians being able to do because of the partisan politics that they are involved in. So regardless, guys, I'll keep you guys up to date, and I'll keep talking to you guys about matters that I believe are important for us to discuss more about. and to engage more on in terms of solutions rather than arguing with each other and blaming each other. So hopefully you will like the content coming forward. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy Canada, enjoy the fresh air. It's a beautiful country. Let's keep it like this and let's keep growing this country. Take care, guys. Bye.